Well, we're going to move to Vincent Serpico. Spotlight is the company. Vincent, if you could unmute your line and tell us what you're doing, that'd be great.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Good morning, everybody. My name is Vincent Serpico, founder and CEO of Spotlight. Next slide, please. So who's our target customer? Our target customer are businesses that utilize remote employees to get projects done, and specifically software developers utilize remote software developers to get projects done. And I'll get into that in a second. These businesses have an opportunity that also causes a problem. So right now, you can go online and hire a really good software developer or tester or designer in about 15 minutes. Online marketplaces like Elance and Odesk are growing tremendously. They're doing over 100% a year in growth. There's an abundant amount of talent out there at a very, very low cost. All right, so what's the problem? The problem is that 50%, and some statistics have this much higher, of projects staffed by remote developers fail. I mean, that's a staggering statistic. It's unacceptable. And in my opinion, this is due to a lack of good communication. Let me step back for a second. I've been developing software for over 15 years with the help of remote developers. India, China, Ukraine, and most recently Mexico. My personal success rate is over 95%. Now, I have a success rate so high, not because I'm a genius or anything, but I follow a very methodical process that's rooted in communication and accountability. So we decided that we want to take this process and bake it into software so that anybody who manages remote developers, testers, designers can experience the same success rate that I do. So we said to ourselves, next slide please, what is the best way to go ahead and create this kind of product that will go ahead and mimic my own process? Well, communication-wise, the best way for people in remote groups to communicate, the best analog is Facebook, Twitter, social networks. I mean, they do a tremendous job. And the best way to keep people accountable on development projects is agile management, Scrum, Lean, you know the buzzwords. We took both these analogs and we put them together. So we merged the power of social networks, the communication of social networks, with the efficiency and accountability of agile project management. Spotlight is project management gone social. Next slide, please. If you look, oh, I'm sorry, that is the right slide. If you look at our customer segment, our actual niche right now is the overlap of two worlds. All software development projects, entrepreneurs and startups. If you take that overlap, these are the people in pain right now. Entrepreneurs and startups will mostly use remote developers, testers, and designers to get their projects done. And they also have a high pain rate in that a lot of their projects fail as they're just getting started. There's a huge, huge pain over here in this community, and that's our initial niche. It's a niche I know very well that I've been doing for a long time. Next slide, please. Our acquisition is we're coming in at a lower rate than our competitors, an equally good product, well, better product in my opinion, than our competitors, and coming in at a lower rate, offering a 30-day trial. We're also offering a unique incentive program. So any startup that's been in business for 24 months or less and generating less than 100K of revenue a year, we're going to give Spotlight away for free at any tier for a full year. We feel that this is going to go ahead and incentivize startups and entrepreneurs to want to try Spotlight and to spread the word virally. Our current tactics for marketing have been grassroots, social, blogging, SEO, article sharing, webinars, getting right out in front of people, shaking hands and not taking no for an answer. Next slide, please. There's a lot of project management tools out there, that's for sure. But most of these tools, they focus on tasks. And listen, I've been doing this for a long time, and I'll tell you something. People get projects done, not tasks. Wrike has a really rich feature set, more features than I've ever used. Basecamp, a nice UI. Acunode, a great task manager. Asana, more funding than you could possibly imagine. But they all focus on tasks. They don't focus on people. Next slide, please. As I mentioned, I own a nearshore software development company, and my clients have been using Spotlight since before our public launch. Our public launch was on December 15th of 2012. And we've been getting great feedback. We've been getting great suggestions, and our clients have been referring Spotlight to their friends and associates. So we've been having great validation. Next slide, please. So what challenges do we have right now? Well, driving traffic to the website and brand adoption. We definitely want to drive a lot more traffic to the website and get people using Spotlight. Also, brand switching. This is a pro and a con. The con is that for those already using a project management tool, they're ingrained in the tool, and it's hard for them to switch. This is a pro, too, because once they start using Spotlight, it's going to be hard to switch. That's my story. Thanks very much.
All right. A very good presentation. I think what you're talking about is a real issue. However, the market, as you have also pointed out, is very crowded. And there is quite an exit barrier. My experience of working with high exit barrier products is it's very difficult to get into the game and start building, the revenue stream. So I think one of the key things that needs to be figured out here is what is the wedge that makes people switch from one brand to another. You have listed a few different competitors, Wrike and Basecamp and so on and so forth. I think you're kind of going to need to position your full pitch vis-a-vis each of them and go after their customer bases. Unless you go after people who are not using any kind of project management tool. So I think it's an interesting pitch, it's an interesting value proposition. The customer acquisition issue is going to be a significant challenge because of the crowded market. Let me ask Suresh to weigh in, and then we'll go to Siva and then see what else comes from the judges and audience.
Okay, it's another excellent presentation. Actually, he seems to know the problem pretty well, so I don't know whether we need to barge in and ask more tough questions. The only question I would ask is how much the market is growing for new customers who are looking for project management. That way you can target on acquiring those rather than trying to switch them from existing brands. I don't know whether you have some data on that.
That's a great question. That's an excellent question, and that is what we touched on is that, yes, we're trying to go for the entrepreneurs and the startups that are just getting started. Brand switching is really hard. So we're trying to focus on those who are not using any project management tools. And the reason why I reference Elance and Odesk so much is that currently just Elance has 2 million freelancers and growing exponentially. So the idea is startups and entrepreneurs, which account for 60% of Odesk, are just getting started. They're just hiring folks off of Elance and Odesk, and they need a tool. So yes, we're going after those who are fresh to project management tools.
Siva?
What's the pricing, Vincent?
Okay, our basic plan is 5 users, 1 project at $29 a month. 15 users and 5 projects is $39 a month. And
okay.
Our professional plan is 40 users, unlimited at $79 a month, and I just pasted it in.
Okay. So the key thing that I was looking for, not just one tagline saying we are different because we got a social communication. I mean, social means a lot of things. I couldn't really grasp how you're making that as effective, apart from just one tagline. If you have another slide in which you really point out, hey, this is what exactly other tools are offering, and this is how we are different, that would have been a much better, proposition for your own solution. That's one thing. And the remote employees problem, I mean, I think the problem is not just the communication. I think it's the quality as well. I understand you don't have a control on the quality, assuming that they're, picking the right quality resources, then you're making that as an effective project execution by providing the right tool. So I think if there's a way you can actually provide that quality element as well, which is going to be the toughest task that you can think of, then I think you will stand out.
I like that a lot. I like the idea of going ahead and doing a comparison between our competitors' UI and UX and ours, and then go ahead and describe how to maintain quality. Love it.
You have to find the positioning points of how you dislodge each of the competitors. You need competitive positioning vis-a-vis each of the competitors so that you can, depending on which competitor the people are evaluating, that you have a comprehensive response to that evaluation process. All right, we're going to have to move on. Thank you, Vincent.